really struggling, and they're turning into these maniacs. It seems like they don't do anything right. They're obnoxious, they're rude, they're inconsiderate, aggressive, cruel, and, look, nobody hates black people for being black. If there are people like that, I think that's exceedingly rare, and I don't consider myself one of them. The reason that people have negative attitudes about black people is because most people's interactions with black people are negative. Most people's interactions with black people is when you're stuck in traffic and you see a Nissan Altima speeding down the shoulder. And you say, you're not supposed to do that. If everybody did that, it would just be another lane, and, not everybody can do that. But it's like these people have no respect for decorum. They think the rules don't apply to them. They have no respect for society. Like, that's it. Their interaction is they are a waiter, and they wait on a black table, and the black people don't tip. And that's most people's interactions. It's stuff like that. They go to the DMV, and they see a black person behind the counter, and they say, oh, here we go. And the person's rude. Now, it just goes to show people are not racist. It goes to show people don't like people that are rude. People don't. It's unpleasant. People want to be treated with consideration and respect. And it is true that black people are, in this day and age, unfortunately, seem to have very low moral character. It's not even just the violence, although the violence is pretty striking. If you live your life and you know that you're going to be mugged by black people, it kind of colors your opinion or perception of black people, wouldn't you say?
Nick Fuentes, whatever, you know what I mean? Where's this guy even from? But where should I begin? Look, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but you shouldn't be surprised, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be surprised by these people's character, because history already tell you what it is. Your everyday life struggle already show you what it is. So the unexpected is always expected, and he's just another piece of shit like Charlie Cook. You know what I'm saying? He's no different. If anything, he's worse than Charlie Cook. But I know y'all heard what he said. The hypocrisy that come out these people's mouth is just unbelievable. And for him to say what he just said, about how the encounters with black people is this and that. That's why they portray him like that and this and that. It's a bunch of bullshit. Because you could say the same thing for white people. You know what I'm saying? It's not that we don't like white people, but we just don't like rude people. We just don't like racist people. We just don't like disrespectful people. You see what I'm saying? All the encounters with white people we have, it seems like they are savages. You see how easy that is? So these people speak all loud and proudly, and these young minds are easy to corrupt, because deep down inside, the hate for other people and other races is all because of jealousy. And so for him to say these ridiculous things, but when it happened, when black people beat up a white man, just like the incident that happened in, I think it was in Cincinnati, Ohio, and this rude white man being racist, calling black people the N-word, being rude, got what he deserved, but they locked up the black man talking about it's a hate crime. You see the hypocrisy of all the nonsense this guy was saying and trying to stereotype all black people as such, which is ridiculous. And he know he's lying, because which black people that you always running across that seem to come off that way? Where do you stay? You are not in no struggle environments where things are bad and people have mental issues and poverty and all. You are not around these kind of people, and it doesn't matter what race it is. Every culture, every race have people that are poor, that are struggling, people that commit crimes, people that have mental issues. So for him to try to say, oh, black people don't take accountability for this and that, what black people are you talking about, bro? Everybody is an individual. Everybody have different upcomings and different struggles. So you know you lying. For all the rich black people, famous black people they are in the world that are doing good, whether they are famous or not, you putting everybody in one basket. So we should do the same thing for all white people. But we know all white people ain't a piece of shit like you. Ain't a racist piece of shit like you. So it's absurd that, you know what I'm saying, that we have these people coming on national TV and spreading these hate and these racist ideologies, but yet no one does nothing about it. But they busy trying to take Jimmy Kimmel off the air. You see how that works? So, and many black people, including myself, have stories and history with white people that they are backstabbers. They dirty. They rob. They steal. You know what I'm saying? So this don't have nothing to do with race. It's all about your character. So everything that's coming out this guy's mouth is just a bunch of rhetoric, and he's trying to categorize certain people. But look at the history of white men. They have done the most crimes, the most heinous genocide, murdering, conquering, raping, pillaging, lynching till this day. So what should be our observation of them, of you? You trying to say observation of black people. What about the observation of you and your people? Let's start there. Like J-Man would say. You know what I'm saying? So, look, man, it's just pitiful, you know, man. They could say anything they want, but we have intelligent people on this side over here, bro. Ain't nobody over here stupid. So you could spill that stupid narrative to your kind that's racist and hateful, that would actually believe the hypocrisy coming out your mouth. But any intelligent, you know, teenager would know you just spilling hate and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I mean? This one is for Nick Fuentes the Devil, you know what I'm saying? Bro, ain't nothing about you special. You know what I'm saying? You just a cycle of hate, you know what I mean? And you will never conquer anything, because yesterday is not today, believe you me. So, and I'm waiting on him to come and speak on all the white on white crimes that have been happening, and stereotype all his people for the bullshit they doing. But he's not gonna do that, because he's a piece of shit and has an agenda against black people, because they know who we are and they jealous. And it doesn't matter which race it is, Indian, Japan, Chinese, this one, they all came from us, Puerto Ricans, you name it. We are their fathers. So they do not honor their mother and father, and that's the issue here. The hate is so deep for something that they are not greater than. And no black person is walking around here like they greater than nobody. It's just nature. That's all we talking about. Creativity and creation. It has nothing to do with your personal character, who you are as a human being, and yada yada. You know, but the hate is so deep, and the jealous is so, and you wonder why they did us, what they did us. And they jealous because we compete on the highest level at anything in this world, you know? And that's why they so mad. But anyway, man, it's your boy Young Hero with another one, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, just be aware, man, you know what I mean? Be aware of these demons that's walking on the earth spreading hate. And we have to show them that this ain't what it is, and we're gonna speak out on the bullshit. It's your boy Young Hero 1.